episode of In the Kitchen with Sandy. And on today's episode, I am going to share with you my recipe for a delicious, oh, this is so good. I can't tell you how good this is. But it's my recipe for a shrimp, kale, and tomato over linguine. It's so easy to make. I can't not tell you how easy it is to make. Requires just a few ingredients. I'm sure you have the majority of them already in your kitchen, and you're going to love this. You're really going to love this. So the first thing that let's go over what we will be using first. I have some extra virgin olive oil here, and then I have some crushed garlic. I just chopped it very finely, and some garlic salt, and just a little bit of red peppers. I have some shrimp. Now you can use the uncooked shrimp if you'd like. Actually, that's what I thought that I bought, but I did not. But this is even better. Hey, it just goes a step ahead that I don't have to do. But I've already cleaned them, and I went ahead and cut the tails off of them, so they're easier to eat. You don't have to pick through them. So good. And then in here I have some cherry tomatoes, some kale that I've just roughly cut, and we're going to use some chicken stock and a heavy whipping cream, just a little bit of that, and little hint here, if you don't have heavy whipping cream or your store just happens to be out, it's very easy to make. You just take 3/4 cup of milk and a 1/3 cup of butter, but melted butter, but you want to make sure that your butter is back to room temperature, because it's just going to clog in there if you don't. And that's it. That's how you make heavy whipping cream. And of course, some wine. This is going to be a fun recipe. I guarantee you, fun. And we're also going to use some linguine, a little bit of butter, and we're going to use zest of a lemon, and we're going to use some juice of a lemon, and of course some salt and pepper. So the first thing I've started is I've got a pot of water coming to a boil over on my stove, and we're going to go ahead and get started with the olive oil and get this whole recipe started. In my big pan, I've added some olive oil, and you're going to be able to get the full written recipe. Actually, it's already there waiting on you at In the Kitchen with Sandy at blogspot.com. You're going to find the full written recipe. So I've got my pan heated up. I've got my olive oil in there, and you're going to go ahead and add your garlic salt, and your little bit of crushed peppers there. And we're going to make sure we get all this goodness on. I hope you can hear me because my water's trying to come to a boil over there. And you're just going to stir these around just for maybe a minute. You just want to start infusing the olive oil with that wonderful flavor. Oh, it smells amazing already. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And then we're going to throw our shrimp in. Now, we don't have to cook these normally if you get the shrimp that's not cooked, you're going to want to cook it just till it starts turning pink. But in this case, we are just heating these basically. Got a little bit of ice on it still. Oh, that smells amazing already. Now, if you want to cut your shrimp in half, these are some pretty good sized shrimp, but I'm not going to because I like how big that it is. I think it's beautiful. And you're just going to give these a toss. Just basically heating these through since it's already cooked. I wish you could smell this. It smells amazing. I'm going to get some pepper. We're going to go ahead and add just a little bit of pepper. And just a couple pinches of salt. You don't really need a whole lot. Now this is the kosher salt, because we've got the garlic salt in there. So we're just going to stir fry these, get them nice and heated all the way through, and then we're going to proceed. Okay, then you want to go ahead and put them out on a plate or in a bowl, whatever you want to do. Once they're nice and heated through, then we're going to start the next step. Okay, and then we're going to throw in our tomatoes. And we're going to basically you're just going to heat these through, maybe about a minute, 2 minute max. Okay, these are perfect, just heated right through. And then we're going to add our chicken stock. Turn that up just a little bit. And our wine. Now, this is important. You got to take a drink first. You got to make sure it's good quality. So let me just try a little sip of it. That's perfect. That's perfect. And you're going to add a little bit to your, just a little bit. Got to save the rest. Got to save the rest for later. Mama's got to have something for later to go with her dinner. And what we're going to do is we're going to let this reduce down. We're going to cook this for about 5 minutes. Let it reduce down, and then we'll just wrap this up. Linguine is done to perfection. 8 minutes boiled maximum. You want it al dente. I've got it here draining. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add that into our pan. Woo. Give it a toss. Oh my goodness. Just trying to crawl right out of there. Just toss it. Look at this. I'm not kidding you. This is so quick and so easy. And it's so full of flavor. You want to infuse your noodles with all of that delicious flavorings. And then we are going to go ahead and toss in our, toss your kale in. Now you don't want to overpower it with kale. And this is going to melt down, or not melt down, it's going to cook down. Just give it a toss. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Just give it a few tosses, and you just want to cook it until your kale is cooked down. You're just heating this thoroughly through, and just a couple zests of lemon. And that's it. Perfect. And I am ready to plate this up. Look at that, how beautiful. Yummies. Now, if you wanted to, you could also top it with a little bit of fresh Parmesan cheese. I mean, you cannot go wrong with fresh Parmesan cheese. I'm not kidding. It's just going to add a more depth of flavor, delectable flavor. Okay, let's plate this up. Look how pretty that is. Okay, we are all done, and I want you to look at this. This is absolutely amazing. Get a good look at that. Look at that beautiful dish, and you know it is going to be hotter than far. And then you also know that I really don't care. My palate has taken a beating through the years. I gotta try this. Oh my. That is loaded with so much flavor. I can't even tell you. I gotta have some shrimp. You have to try this soon. Today. Don't wait. 1 minute. Make sure you give this a try, honestly. I mean, it's really amazing. So full of flavor. Be sure to follow me on Pinterest, Facebook, Google+, and Twitter. And I'm attempting to get my lovely creations onto Instagram, but you know, I'm really not that smart. But I'm trying. Be sure and share all my videos. Give me a thumbs up. Show me some love. Tell me what you would like to see on the next In the Kitchen with Sandy. And I'm so glad that you joined me. And I'll see you next time. Bye.